Hello everyone and welcome back to Glossybox UK's YouTube channel. I'm Rebecca Jones if you haven't met me before, and I'm the senior social media executive here at Glossybox UK. And as you can see, the very exciting time of year is about to approach us, and if you're watching this on the 1st of the month, it means that it officially has gone live to subscribers. Now, Advent calendars are massive in the beauty industry, and we can honestly say it's our biggest launch of the year. And as always, we like to not disappoint. And I'm very excited to let you know that this year's Advent calendar is absolutely hands down one of the best ones we've done. Worth an impressive £624, consisting of 25 doors, 27 products, 19 full size and 8 deluxe size. It has everything from home, lifestyle, skincare, makeup, hair care, body care, everything you need to give you the ultimate glow up physically and mentally this season. Now, throughout this unboxing, I'm going to be demonstrating each individual product. Now, I'm not going to do it door by door. I'm going to leave the beautiful Advent calendar sitting right there. I don't want to do it door by door because I don't want to give away the whole essence of the Advent. I still want you to be able to open it door by door each day in December if you can wait that long. But I am going to be showcasing you a full makeup, full skincare, body care, in order of products, kind of like a routine, so you know exactly how to use each individual product within our Advent calendar. There's so many products in here, and it would make perfect sense to make you aware of how to use them so you get the absolute utmost out of each individual product. Now, before I go in with applying all of these beautiful products, I'm going to just clip my hair back with one of the products featured in this year's Advent calendar, and it's the makeup crease clips, and they're Glossybox branded, which I absolutely love. And I'm just going to pop my hair back. Now, what I love about these is that they don't crease the hair. So when you're doing your makeup and stuff, for maybe it's for Christmas, maybe if you've opened all of this beforehand, it's for going out, Christmas parties, then these are going to be fantastic, because if you've done your hair and you need all your hair out of your face to do your makeup, skincare, etc., these are going to help to keep it out of your face, but it isn't going to crease the hair. Now, I have got makeup on because I want to show you the true benefits of some of the products that we have got in this year's Advent calendar. And starting off strong, I want to go in with the Emma Hardy, and it's the Moringa Cleansing Balm. Now, this product, when I actually tried this for the first time last year, and I can honestly say it's one of the best cleansing balms I've used, hands down. It doesn't sting the eyes. It's not too rich. It's not too oily. It just melts off eye makeup, face makeup like an absolute dream as you're about to see yourself. And again, not leaving any irritation. It doesn't leave the skin dry. It's beautiful. Now, it's got moringa in there, which is a really incredibly nourishing ingredient. So you'll feel instantly luxurious the second you put it on the skin. So the best way to apply any kind of cleansing balm is actually more at night time as your first cleanse. And with this product, you don't need a lot of it at all. I'm talking around a 5p size amount, about the same amount as my nail. And you really just want to warm this up in the palm of the hands and glide it directly onto the skin. Now, already you can see it's starting to melt off all of that makeup. Now, really working this into the lashes, the eyebrows. There's no stinging of the eyes, which I absolutely love. There's no like fogginess to the eyes as well, as I find with some cleansing balms. I don't know if anyone else is the same, but I find that when I use a cleansing balm or a cleanser of some sort on my eyes gets like this misty film. Now, with this, I don't seem to get that, which is really good. Again, I'm just working that right into the skin, and then I'm just going to go in with a cloth. Now, personally, I like to use like muslin cloths or like biodegradable cloths, and I'm just going to use this now to remove the actual product. You can go in and use just water, but I'm going to go in and remove. Look at that. Well, how easy was that? That was impressive. This is just water as well. It's got no other product on there. It's just a damp cloth. Sorry, but how impressive is that? I'm always impressed with this product, but every time I use it, I'm still surprised at how amazing it is, because it really does just remove every scrap of makeup. I'm just going to go in and show. That's impressive. That is literally removed all of that makeup. Fresh. I'm impressed. That has literally just gone in and removed all of that makeup. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Again, that is the Emma Hardy, starting off strong within the routine with the Emma Hardy Moringa Cleansing Balm. Again, best to use at night time as your first cleanse, and then you can go in with a second cleanse if you need it. To be fair, I had a lot of makeup on then, and it's removed it with one cleanse. But if you go in with a second cleanse, it'll just really do that more deeper cleanse in like the pores, like a second cleanse. But next up, we're going to go in with our next product. And our next product is from Medicate. Again, another full-size product. And it's their Daily Refreshing Balancing Toner. Now, this comes boxed, which I absolutely love. I loved when a product comes boxed, because if it's something that you can't see yourself using yourself, you can easily re-gift this product. Now, this is the Medicate Toner. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I've actually not tried it yet myself. We've saw a lot of good feedback on this across all social platforms, on the website, so we're really excited to hear what you think of it. But I'm going to use it and demonstrate it for the first time today on YouTube. So I'm going to get 2 cotton pads. I'm literally just going to apply it to 2 cotton pads. Now, instantly is a very water-based toner, which I like. No smell to it at all, which again shows that it's quite natural. And I'm just going in. No stinging, no burning. Oh, what a lovely toner. It feels so gentle. That is really gentle. I'm literally just going right into the complexion. Yeah, that's an incredibly very lightweight toner. Now, I actually can tell with this, it actually has skin conditioning benefits. It's also enriched with floral waters, but even the floral waters, I don't really get loads of floral scent to it, which I think is really good, because again, sometimes some products can be quite overpowering in terms of scent. This definitely doesn't have that. Again, very lightweight on the skin. Very hydrating. My skin doesn't feel tight at all, which sometimes with toners it can do. But also what I love about this is it has your aloe vera, it has prebiotics, and it also has your niacinamide in there. So again, all around fantastic product to really help balance the skin's pH, help level out the skin's barrier function. And again, it's also going to help with texture of the skin. So very happy, and a gorgeous product to have in this year's Advent Calendar. Next up, I'm going to be treating the skin, and I'm going to be using the Rhodial Vitamin C face mask. Now, this is one of our deluxe sizes, and I absolutely love Rhodial. I know all of you do too, who've subscribed to Glossy for a long time, would have tried different various Rhodial products, but I can honestly say Rhodial is definitely a product that I do include in my routine, whether that's makeup or skincare, because I think the products are absolutely beautiful. Now, this is their vitamin C mask, which has 5% vitamin C. It also has glycolic and lactic acids, which is going to improve the appearance of the skin. It's got fruit AHAs, which, as we know, if anyone that uses AHAs in their routine, is going to really help to boost the moisture levels within the skin. And it also has pomegranate extract, which actually is known for its very anti-aging benefits. So I'm going to apply the recommended thin layer of this to my complexion so you can see the texture of it. And I'll also explain how it feels on my skin as well before you apply it yourself. Now, it says to apply a thin layer on the skin. So I've gone in with around, I would say, a 20p size amount. And I'm just applying this all over the complexion. First things first, doesn't feel any stinging, doesn't feel any irritation. Again, not much smell to it, which again is a good thing, I find, especially if it's supposed to have quite active ingredients in there. Anything that might be quite overpowering I might find might cause sensitivity, but no, this feels absolutely beautiful on the skin. It's like a gel texture, very cooling, very refreshing. It does recommend to leave on for 15 to 20 minutes, so I am going to leave this on, see how it feels on the skin, and then I will come back. So I have left it on for the 15 to 20 minutes. I feel like my skin actually absorbed quite a bit of it, which does tend to mean that my skin's a little bit dehydrated. So it's good because it means it's give the skin that moisture as well as helping with the brightness and radiance of the skin. I do feel like it's added quite a nice glow to my complexion. But yeah, absolutely would recommend this 10 out of 10. We have this obviously in the advent calendar, and we'd recommend you use this once to twice a week to give your skin the full treatment and benefit. Now, it wouldn't be a Glossybox Advent Calendar without a full routine. So the next product I'm going to be going in with is actually an eye product, and it's actually from the probiotic range from Doctor's Formula. Now, anyone who got the Advent Calendar last year would have had the absolute pleasure of using the Doctor's Formula mask, which, can I just say, was gorgeous. And if you didn't get your hands on it, I'd highly recommend having a look online and getting hold of one yourself, because the mask itself was absolutely beautiful. Now, we've got the absolute treat of trying the eye cream, and it's their Radiance Eye Serum. Now, I love an eye serum for around the eye area. I just find it absorbs better and quicker. I'm going to literally apply a pea-size amount. With any eye cream or eye serum, you do not need a lot. I'm going to warm it up in the fingertips, and you gently just want to press this around the eye bone and the eye socket, really concentrating around the eye bone itself, taking it through the brow. I always say to avoid the eyelids with any eye creams or serums unless it's actually specifically formulated for the lid area, because that area of the eye is much thinner. In fact, the eye area is 10 times thinner than the skin everywhere on outside our body. So using eye products is really important, but it's also really important of where you apply them as well. And I would highly recommend keeping it here around the eye bone, through the brow, in the middle and the center of the brow, the temple, but avoiding the lid. Now, this is a very lightweight gel. It absorbed pretty much straight away, which is fantastic. It's not left any sticky residue or texture on the eye area. Now, this actually has very gentle AHAs in there. So even though it has AHAs in there, which is going to help with moisture levels around the eyes, it's still very gentle. So again, really catering for that thinner area of our face. It's also got Persian silk in there, which has been proven to help with smoothing out fine lines, but also brightening any under eye darkness. So again, if you're looking for a product that's going to help brighten, smooth the eye area, this is definitely a one to try. With any eye serum, we would recommend using in morning and evening. Personally, I like to use an eye serum in the morning and then a cream more at night time, but there's nothing stopping you from using this morning and evening, or evening. Next up in our skincare routine, using products featured in this year's Glossybox Advent Calendar, is from Avant, and it's the Pro Intense Hyaluronic Acid Illuminating Day Cream. Now, this product, if you were lucky enough to subscribe to Glossybox in August, then you might have got this within your subscription box, and it is beautiful. It's a very high worth price point as well. So you're practically putting a luxury product on the skin when you are using this. Now, I'm going to demonstrate it anyway, but the texture is beautiful. It's actually impeccable. Like when you apply it, it feels super lightweight, super hydrated. It's not greasy or rich. It's just perfect. What I love about this day cream as well, it's very lightweight, like gel cream texture. So even if you've got dry skin, it's going to be nourishing enough. But even if you've got oily skin, I would find that it's not actually too rich to use on oily skin. And it's still very hydrating, because I find when you have oilier skin, we concentrate on so much trying to mattify it that our skin gets quite dry. It gets quite dehydrated, and this is going to help to really just give that moisture boost regardless of your skin type. Now, your skin types will either consist of being dry, oily, or combination. Now, there's skin conditions, and your skin conditions tend to be dehydration, sensitivity, acne, for example. And even though your skin might be oily or dry, your skin's very likely to still be dehydrated. And this is going to really help to give that hydration boost. Again, feels super lightweight on the skin. It's absorbed pretty much straight away. I can just tell that's going to feel credible under makeup. Now, a daily skincare routine wouldn't exist without an SPF. And that is why we featured the Morphe setting spray, which is their sun setter in SPF 30. Now, this is actually a facial spray, which I absolutely love. I find that it goes on so much easier. Again, it's easy to apply, really foolproof. And I feel like it's really good as well if you're wearing makeup, because you can top up your makeup with this throughout the day, as it's also got setting properties. Now, it is classed as a broad spectrum protection. It has both UVA and UVB rays, which means it's protecting your skin from aging as well as burning, which is really important. And it's a very lightweight mist as well. Now, this recommends to hold around 20 centimeters away from the face and spritz the entire complexion. So let's give it a go. That smells, oh, look at the glow on this skin. Oh, that smells beautiful. Oh, I love the smell of that. I love the glow it's given my skin as well. That is going to be absolutely beautiful over the top of makeup. It's still going to give your skin that gorgeous protection, that glow. It smells beautiful. It's very lightweight. It doesn't feel like I've got anything on the skin at all. I'm really surprised. This is the first time I've used it, as you probably can tell by my reaction. And this is actually, I'm really impressed with it. Now, it says to use this around 15 minutes before sun exposure, but in all honesty, depending on when you open your advent calendar, whether it is this month in September when it launches and we've still got the nicer weather, or it's in December when you'll open it day by day, you would still recommend to use this product all year round. Wearing an SPF on your face is really important, because we're always subjected to some sort of UV ray, whether that is A or B. Again, you can use this on its own over the top of skincare like I have, or you can use it over the top of your makeup as an SPF topper up throughout the day. Now, to finish up the skincare section of our advent calendar, which, let's just be honest, is an impressive lineup, very impressive lineup, we're going to go in with a lip mask. Now, this is from the brand Silk Beauty, and it's their conditioning lip mask, which I absolutely love. I'm just going to apply a small amount of this to the lips. Beautiful, not sticky at all, very hydrating. Beautiful product. Again, this is something that you can just top your lips up throughout the day with. You can use it first thing in the morning. I personally like to use these actually before applying a full face of makeup, or I like to apply it just before I go to bed as like a lip mask / treatment. But again, fantastic addition to your skincare classed makeup routine. So that has been the face skincare element of our advent calendar, which again consisted of the Emma Hardy Moringa Cleansing Balm, the Medicate Refreshing Balancing Toner. We had the Rhodial Vitamin C Mask. We've had the Doctor's Formula Probiotic Radiant Eye Serum. We've had the Avant Hyaluronic Acid Illuminating Day Cream. the Morphe SPF 30 Sunsetter Facial SPF Spray. And we've also gone in with the Silk Beauty Lip Mask. What a lineup already. That is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products. 7 products. We've still got 20 to go through. So let's crack on. Okay, so let's get into makeup. Before we get into makeup, I'm actually going to apply some eye masks that are featured in the advent calendar to really help rehydrate and prep the eye area as I go in with the next makeup product. Now, these are the Wonder Beauty eye masks. We actually featured these in January and use all went mad for them. So we thought we'd feature them again and make you all happy, but in this beautiful festive rose gold shade. Now, these are incredibly hydrating. If you weren't lucky enough to get your hands on these in January this year, then I do apologise, but I highly recommend you get your hands on the advent calendar for these alone because they are absolutely incredible. They're incredibly hydrating. They make your eyes look so refreshed, so much brighter, helps to diminish any darkness around the eyes. I love them, and they act as a great conditioner of the eye area before you go in with your makeup. Whilst these are doing its thing, I'm just going to quickly go off camera, do my brows and add some concealer to the lids before we go in with our first mega product. And it's the queen of Advent this year. And it's the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. Now, I'm so excited to showcase this to you. But again, I'm just going to quickly do my brows and conceal my eyelids, and then we'll go from there. So I've gone in with my very glam brows, ready for the Glam palette from Natasha Denona. And it's the Light Glam Face Palette, which I absolutely love. Now, this is definitely the showstopper of this year's advent calendar because it consists of 5 shadows, a blusher and an highlighter, as well as a beautiful mirror. Now, this is such a stunning face and eye palette and a great addition to your makeup routine. And I'm going to show you a really nice, quick and easy eye makeup look using the shades within the palette. First off, I'm going to go in with my favourite eyeshadow brush. I think this was actually featured in last year's advent calendar, and it's a Spectrum brush. I think it's that 420 by the looks of it. I use it that much, the number's worn off, but it's so, I love it. It's my trusty eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to go in with shade. So first off, I'm going to go in with shade Transition. Now, as it states, this is a very good transition shade. So it's a very beautiful nude shade that you can apply across the entirety of the lid. As you can see, it's very natural, very nude, which is the perfect shade you want, especially when you're applying darker shades. You want kind of that nude shade first to allow the transition of the different shades within the crease. Now, I personally like to apply this just on the entirety of the lid, leaving the gap between the crease and the brow bone. And I'm just pressing this in, taking it outwards. Very easy, just one shade pressed into the lid. Next, I'm going to go in with the crease shade. Now, what I absolutely love, and I've just realised, is that underneath each of the shadow, it tells you where to apply it. I love that. That's such a good way to explain how to apply eyeshadows on a palette. It's very rare you get that on a palette. I absolutely love that because it makes it so foolproof. So like that one, it's your transition shade, so you'd apply that everywhere. We've then got the next shade, which is the crease. So again, I'm going to go in with the same brush, pick up that crease shade, and I'm using it literally just in the crease like so. That is the perfect socket shade. Love that. I'm very, very impressed with that socket shade. It's the perfect shade to transition it from natural to that smoky look. So again, I'm literally working that right in the socket itself and working outwards. Now, as you can see the smokiness starting to build up on the eyes, which I absolutely love. So to intensify that, we're now going to go in with the smoke shade. Now, I'm going to use a slightly coarser brush for this. And I'm literally just going to pick up a small amount of pigment of this shadow and place it on the outer corner of the lid. Now, the purpose of this is to really build up that shade, and then we're going to blend it so it gets rid of this harsh line. So I'm just going to apply the same technique on this eye first. And then you just want to go in and blend it away. So I'm using a slightly different brush here at this point, and I'm literally just blending that harsh line so it's just the smokiness on the outer corner. Like so. So it's really starting to take shape now, that smoky effect. So we just want to add a little bit of glam now. So we're going to go in with more of our shimmer shades here. So we have got the inner corner and the outer corner. Now with the outer corner, I'm going to take that on the lid itself. So I'm going to use my middle finger, pick up that pigment, as you can see, of the outer corner and really press that. Wow, look at that pigment. That is some impressive pigment. And I'm literally pressing this on the middle to the outer corner of the lid. So you don't want to apply it on the inner corner. We're applying it on the lid itself and taking it towards the outer corner. Like so. I'm going to pick up some more and do the same. Look at that pigment. Wow. That pigment is impressive. And then I'm going to go in with the ring finger and I'm going to pick up the inner corner shade, which is this one here. I'm going to pick up that inner corner and I'm literally just going to press it on the inner corner of the eye. Again, the pigment, wow, is impressive. Really impressive. I think that's one of the best pigmented shimmer shadows I've actually ever used. I know Natasha Denona shadows are incredible. We featured them last year, but this is something else. The pigment is just top tier. Now I've applied the eyeshadows from the palette, I'm going to remove these amazing eye patches. I'm just going to go in and clean up any excess shadow from under the eye. Just like really tidying that up. And I just use a cotton pad for this. I fold a cotton pad in half and I literally just work that away. Now the good thing about having those eye patches on as well is that you've got moisture there to act as a wipe too. So it kind of acts as a 2-in-1. It's going to really help to clean up that eyeshadow falling. Even though there wasn't that much fallout, which again is another thing I'm impressed with. But it's also going to help with the hydrating around the eyes also. Now to finish the eyes, we're going to go in with 2 products that are also featured in this year's Advent Calendar. And the first one is from Sweed, which we know you all love. Their Satin Kohl Eyeliner. Now this is in shade brown, which again I love because it's really going to complement the shadow shades of the Natasha Denona palette. Now, Sweed eyeliner pencils are known for being incredibly soft, so I'm really excited to try this out. And I'm actually just going to apply it on the waterline of the eye just to intensify that smoky effect. Now, the best way to do this is by literally just pulling the eye area down and gently just running the pencil right across that lash line. Again, incredibly seamless. It's high pigmented. That was so easy to apply. I've not had to really scratch my lash line and waterline to get the pigment out of this. That was a really easily pigmented pencil, which as you can see straight away. So again, I'm really impressed with that. I personally like to apply it there on the inner waterline, just because I don't like to apply too much shadow underneath the eye, as it tends to make my eyes personally look smaller. I just really like to smoke out the eyes by applying this on the waterline. Now, if you feel like you can't really put any pencils near the waterline, you can do the same but across the lid and add like a flick style eyeliner effect to the eye, or you can use it just underneath and smudge it out with a brush. But it is a really easy foolproof eyeliner, and again, as you can see, the pigment is fantastic. Now, to finish the eyes before I go into face, I am going to be using the next product featured in the Advent Calendar, and it's Iconic London's Triple Threat Mascara. Now, I've personally used this before, and if you haven't already heard of how incredible this is, I'm just warning you and giving you a disclaimer. Your lashes will be all the way curling over the back of your head with this mascara. It is fantastic, and I'm literally about to show you how incredible this mascara really is. Now, this comes in black, which I absolutely love because I do prefer a black mascara, but I do like brown mascaras, tend to be more in the summer period. But when I'm wanting to really glam up, I find that the Triple Threat Mascara works fantastic. Now, what I love about this is it's got this really nice, now the brush is like a silicone based brush, which is really going to allow to grab every single lash. So I'm going to just work it into the root of the lash first, glide upwards. Already you can see that curl taking place. Honestly, it's just fantastic. It's honestly fantastic. I'm going to work that right into the base of the lashes, using the tip of it to really draw through each lash so there's no clogging. But look at the difference. I'm going to apply some on the bottom lashes as well. Honestly, it's just so good. I always get amazed by this mascara, even though I've used it personally myself. I always still get amazed and shooketh by how incredible this mascara is. It really is a triple threat mascara. It's giving that length, curl and definition, as well as really helping to just comb through each individual lash. And that is just with one application. I haven't even gone back into the tube. And just look at the volume and the lift that's give the lashes. I'm so impressed. Now, with any mascara, you just want to get a small amount, glide off any excess, comb it through. Don't pump the brush like this, as it will add air into there, trap it in, and it will cause the mascara to dry out. So just literally apply the first coating. If you feel like you need more, let the lashes dry, go back in, pull back out, apply. Don't pump the brush into the tube, because again, you don't want to dry this product out. But that is chef's kiss. Now, next up, we're going to go in with complexion products and overall makeup products, but I am going to be demonstrating how to use one of the tools featured in this year's Advent Calendar, and it's from Brushworks, and it's their beauty blender and their beauty blender case. Now, when I saw we were featuring a beauty blender case in this year's Advent Calendar, I can't tell you how happy I was. Being a beauty blender fan myself, and I like to apply my cream blushes and bronzers with one, I can't tell you enough how annoying and frustrating it is putting my beauty blender in my makeup bag if I'm traveling and it getting makeup everywhere. At least this time you've got the gorgeous case to be able to put the beauty blender in. But it wouldn't be a beauty blender case without a beauty blender. And that's why we are as well featuring the Brushworks beauty blender within the Advent Calendar, which makes me so happy, because if you haven't used a beauty blender from Brushworks before, you're missing out, because it's fantastic. And I just love how it has this easy compact silicone case to protect it. It really is just such a treat. If you're someone that doesn't really use cosmetics products such as like foundations, etc., this would make a great gift. They come boxed, both of them. So again, fantastic for stocking fillers if you are looking at getting the advent calendar to distribute the products inside. Now, before I show you how I personally use the Beauty Blender, I am going to go off camera, quickly do my foundation, my concealers, and I'm going to show you exactly how I use the Beauty Blender itself. Now, it might look scary, but bear with me and really trust the process. I'm going to go in now with my Beauty Blender from Brushworks, and I'm just really wetting this now. It's really important that you do completely soak the Beauty Blender so it's completely wet, and you'll notice that it's wet and wet enough because it will start to expand. Now, as you can see, it's nearly doubled in size. I've actually applied my favourite cream bronzer, and I'm just going to show you what you actually do with it. So you completely make sure that it's completely now just damp. It's got no real moisture in there. I like to just squeeze it in a muslin cloth or some tissue, and you're literally just going in and you're pressing this into the skin. And as you can see, it just evenly distributes that product beautifully. Now, I'm a big lover of beauty blenders from Brushworks. I feel like their beauty blenders, their brushes, everything are just fantastic. Look at how seamless and flawless that has blended out. Now, this equally works just as well with foundation, concealer, cream blushes. But as you can see, look how beautiful it's just completely pressed that into the skin. It's not streaky, it's not patchy, it's just, honestly, I'm taking the excess as well from the Beauty Blender and dotting it and pressing it onto the chin. It's not soaking up too much product either, it's just all around beautiful product. Look at that. That is a fantastic tool. Again, brilliant with foundations. You would do the exact same application but with a foundation. I'd just apply the foundation into the palm of the hand, really press the Beauty Blender in, and then just really distribute it across the whole of the complexion, but it still leave like this dewiness that I absolutely love. And then when you've finished, I would go in and then clean it, squeeze it out in water, really give it a good wash. And then what you do is you would just pop it into your container as such, really squeeze that in there, and there we have it, a Beauty Blender case, which I absolutely love. Now, I am now going to go back to the Natasha Denona palette, but before I do that, I'm just going to add some powder to my complexion, and I'm going to be showing you the next two products of the palette. I'm sorry, but I'm so obsessed at the minute with the advent calendar. The look I've already achieved, I've had full skincare routine, near a full eye makeup look. We've got products for the complexion. I'm now going to show you the blusher and the highlighter from the Natasha Denona palette as well. So I'm going to go in with the blusher first. It has this subtle shimmer to it, which isn't going to be overbearing, but just enough to add like a glossy finish to the complexion. Now, I'm going to go in with my favourite blusher brush for this. You can go in if you want to with any brush of your choice. I do recommend with anything like blushes you do use a brush, but I'm just picking up that blusher and I'm just going to like press it now. Oh, that is lovely. I'm just pressing that now into the high point of my cheekbone. That is really subtle. What I like about it as well is that it kind of has like a bronzy finish to it, so it's not too pink. So it kind of adds like that subtle bronziness to the complexion as well, which I absolutely love. I'm such a bronzer girl, especially like when you're getting into the colder weathers and we tend to lose our tan a little bit. We can tend to feel a little bit pale. So a blusher that kind of has like that more like bronzy finish to it, I love. the pigment of that is incredible. It applied on there like an absolute dream. And I'm now going to go in with my finger and apply the highlighter. Now, I feel this is going to be very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. So I reckon you would apply a little bit on your finger and then press off any excess. I'm going to go in and apply, yep, it's exactly what I expected. I'm going to apply a little bit to the nose area. So I'm applying it to the tip and then the bridge, just to give that central highlight to the face. And then going to go in with a little bit more on that high point of the cheekbone. Again, with my finger, look at the pigment of that. Oh, honestly, I live for a high pigmented highlighter. I'm going to apply a little bit to the brow bone to really just complement the, basically the shimmer on the lid. But look at that pigment. You can go in with a brush as well if you prefer. There is highlighter brushes out there on the market. I just find if your best free tools are your fingers. If you can use your fingers for makeup application, absolutely do it. But look at the pigment of that. And again, that is using the blush bronze slash bronzer and highlight in the Natasha Denona palette. This again is the absolute showstopper, and the looks you'll be able to achieve with this are endless. Now, to finish the makeup, we have got some lip products. So the first one is Delilah, and it's their retractable long wear lip liner. And this is in shade Pout. Now, this looks like my kind of shade, so I'm excited to try this one out. The best way to apply lip liners is by starting at the base of the lip. So I'm going to start here. Oh, look at that pigment. Oh, the colour of it is definitely me. And then we're going to work up to the inner corner of the mouth. See again on this side. Love. And then I'm going to go from the inner corner of the mouth again and work upwards. That lip shade is stunning. I'm obsessed. It went on so beautifully. It was creamy. It didn't feel like it was harsh in the slightest. I love, love, love. Now, we have got 2 lip products within the Advent this year. So I'm going to show you the daytime version first, and it's from Glow Hub. And it's their Lip Slick Collagen Lip Balm. Now, it has got a tint to this. It's one of their newer lip products. And again, it's got like this beautiful, like rosy nude shade. So I'm going to go in with that first. Oh, that is lovely. A lot of these products I wanted to try for the first time whilst on camera. And honestly, I'm so glad I did because they don't disappoint. That is so silky. That, paired with that for a day-to-day lip look, I'm such a sucker for a nude lip look. Like, I'm obsessed with a nude lip look, and that has definitely gone up in my estimations of what I thought it was going to be, and that feels incredible on the lips. Now, if you wanted to take this from like day to evening, then you have got another colour in here, and it's the MUA Academy, and it's actually their Nourishing Shimmering Lip Gloss. Now, you could apply this directly over the top. Look at that, and instantly it's just taking that nude lip look just up another level. Oh, it's giving 90s glam. This is giving 90s festive glam, and I'm all for it because I absolutely love 90s glam. That is the makeup. Sorry, but I'm glowing. I'm absolutely glowing. So for a recap on the makeup side of the Advent calendar, where do I start? So we went in first with the Natasha Denona Glam Light Face Palette. As you can see here, I used all the shades on the lid. I then went in with the Sweed eyeliner, and that's in shade brown. I then went in with the iconic London Triple Threat mascara. I also used the eye patches for underneath the eye to really lock in that hydration as I did the eyeshadow. I went off, did my makeup off camera. I then went back in with the Natasha Denona face palette using the blush/bronze shade, as well as the highlighter on the Complexion. I then went in with the Delilah lip liner, followed by the Glow Hub lip balm, and then finished it with the MUA Academy lip gloss. And I'm feeling it, absolutely feeling it. And don't forget, we have got the Morphe SPF setting mist. So let's give it a try over makeup. So we used it obviously over the top of your skincare, your normal day-to-day SPF. Oh, how can I forget? We also went in with the beauty blender from Brushworks and the case, which gave this seamless like cream blush finish. And now I'm going to go in and spritz it. Sorry. Why do I feel like that's just completely blurred my complexion? I could be absolutely going camera blind at this point, but sorry, but that looks like, to me, it's give like a blurring finish to the skin. Sorry, but that as a setting spray, it smells incredible. It smells like holidays. Well, already this advent calendar is giving, and we've still got more products to go. I don't even know where to start. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm just so taken away by how amazing these products have gone on the skin. And don't forget, we also use the Glossybox crease clips. As you can see, haven't creased the hair, which again is an absolute win. Now, I don't even know where to start for the next round of products because they're all absolutely incredible. First one first, we're going to go in with something that you all always ask for, and it's a fragrance. And it's Milk from Commodity. Now, this is a full-size 30ml fragrance. And when I tell you it smells incredible, you're going to be smelling immaculate. Immaculate for these Christmas parties. I'm just going to put that there. What I love about Commodity fragrances is they smell incredibly luxurious. They smell expensive, and they just honestly instantly lift the mood. Now, Milk in particular has what they call sweet and fluffy undertones from the scent of warm marshmallow. Now, the smell of this makes me instantly want to cozy up on the couch in front of a log fire with a blanket and some absolute glorious treats and hot chocolate. That's how it makes me feel. Like, I'm obsessed with it. And when I tell you it lasts so long on the skin, I can't even put it into words. One tip I will give you, if you are a subscriber to Glossybox and you're watching this in September, this month's box actually has a Dr. Pawpaw full size. If you are a subscriber and you've got that box, apply the Dr. Pawpaw to areas such as the wrists, back of the neck, and then spritz the skin with this, and it will literally last all day. I'm not even joking. It will last all day. It smells incredible. And you've got a 30ml size of this in your advent calendar. Now, continuing the scents for the body, we've also got a deodorant in here. Now, this isn't any deodorant in the advent calendar, no, because we wouldn't just put a deodorant in the advent calendar. This is the deodorant balm, which is trending everywhere at the minute. Now, it's got scents of amber, tonka bean and violet, which, may I just say, are right up my street. All you do with this is pierce the seal, apply a small amount and rub it into the areas. Now, I'm not going to rub it into my armpits on this video because let's just be honest, no one wants to see that. However, you can apply this across the forehead, the top lip, back of the neck, anywhere. You can apply it anywhere. And when I tell you, as someone that has hormone issues, maybe you're watching this, you're menopausal, maybe you do get hot sweats, you're gonna love this product because you can literally use it as a face deodorant as well as under the arms and anywhere you feel you need protection. It is fantastic. And when I saw this featured, at first I thought, interesting, a deodorant. But when I've gone into research it is fantastic. It's a fantastic product, and actually one of the products I can't wait to hear your thoughts on. So please, when you do use it, comment below, let me know your thoughts, because I think it might be something you will start to see within your routine daily moving forward. Now, it wouldn't be a Glossybox Advent Calendar without 1 featuring S-Bar and 2 featuring a double door. A double door means that there's 2 products featured in 1 door. So not only are you just getting the 1, you're getting 2 when you open one of the doors this December. Now, in there, you've got your S-Bar, and it's the body wash and body lotion duo in the scent Bergamot and Jasmine, and the most iconic, most incredible scent. And this is going to instantly make you feel so festive. Again, fantastic as stocking fillers if it isn't necessarily your scent, but again, an all-round brilliant addition to your body care routine. Now, in terms of body care, I am going to demonstrate a body care product in this advent calendar, and it's from Aveeno. It's their Skin Renewal Smoothing Cream. Again, another very trending product. Now, when I tell you this product is beautiful, if you're someone that suffers with dry skin, honestly, this product is incredible. Now, it hydrates, visibly smooths the skin, and just instantly helps calm any sensitivity. If you're someone that does get quite sensitive dry skin, you're going to love this because it has that oat extract in there, and oat is fantastic for repairing the skin as well as really giving it that nourishment. If you also suffer from keratosis pilaris, which is actually a condition that causes bumpiness on the top of the arms, this is also fantastic for that. It really helps to smooth and really minimize the appearance and feel of that, which again is very common as we get into the winter period, getting into the colder weather. This is going to be brilliant for really helping to keep your skin incredibly nourished throughout all these colder seasons. Continuing body care, we've also got the very luxurious Herlum London, which, as you will know, is a very prestige brand, and it's their Copper Dew all over body oil. Now, this can be used on the body, it can be used on hair, it can be used on the face. It's an all-round fantastic multi-purpose oil. It smells incredible. It smells expensive. It really does. I would definitely say this is something that you will definitely keep for like basically special occasions. This is one of our more deluxe size products, but this is fantastic in the hair. I would apply a tiny bit in the hair when it's styled. You can mix it with body lotions. You can apply it on damp skin on its own. It's just an all-round fantastic product if you're wanting to really help to nourish the hair, skin and face very quickly, but also with a real luxury element to it. We've still got 4 products. We've still got 4 products. Can you believe that? The amount of products we've gone through, we've still got 4. Now, the next one is for the hair. It's the Intense Moisture Hair Mask from Full. Now, these are fantastic hair products. If you're someone that suffers from quite dry, brittle hair, or you're someone that's just on a hair journey in general and is looking for something that's going to really nourish, really take care of the hair, really help with the ends, and again, help with potentially hair growth down the line because you're stimulating that hair, this is going to be fantastic for that. Now, the best way to apply this is actually applying it onto shampooed hair. So when you're in the shower, shampoo your hair, preferably double shampoo, so double cleanse. Use that in the hair. Once the hair's completely rinsed through of shampoo, comb through and apply this and leave it on for around 10 minutes. And this again is just going to really help to treat any of that brittleness on the hair. Again, especially where we've been in the more warmer months and now we're going into the cold. If you use a lot of heat tools, then this again is going to be brilliant for just really giving that liveliness back to the hair and give it that fullness, as the brand is called. Now, we've talked about hair care, makeup, skincare, body care. We need to look at nail care. I think that is something that a lot of us do neglect, and it's our nails. Now, nails, we either have, I like to have my nails done every single month, but I can't say that I particularly take care of them in between. I'm literally one appointment to another, and I think this is where having just a product that's going to really help to look after your nails in between appointments again is just a fantastic way of that a little bit of self-care and taking care of something you necessarily wouldn't do. This is the Active Glow nail polish, and it's from Manucurist, which, if any of you have heard of Manucurist before, it's a very well-known, very fantastic nail care brand. And it kind of acts as like a pH enhancer of the nail. So you'd apply it to the nails and it instantly makes the nails look healthier, more radiant. It just gives that nail bed that instant glow. So these might be even good if you do have your nails done every month. It might be the case it'd be fantastic for re-gifting or applying it on your toenails if you're not someone that really has their toes done through the winter period, because let's just be honest, we don't get our feet out as much. This is going to be really good for just taking care of the nail beds as we go into the winter periods in preparation for summer and spring next year. Now, my favourite part is talking through 2 homeware products, and I love how there's homeware in this year's advent calendar. As someone that loves candles and just anything to do with homeware, these really made me happy when I saw them. So I'm going to save the best till last. So the first one we're going to go in with is actually a Glossybox branded candle, which I absolutely love. Now this smells beautiful. It's got that winter orchid scent. I love how simplistic the packaging is as well. I love that because it will suit any home. It isn't any Larry colour. It isn't any like Larry scent. It's a really nice, subtle, seasonal winter orchid scent, which again is going to look beautiful in any room this festive season. And to finish this whole Advent unboxing, we have the Rituals, and it's the Ritual of Karma Diffuser, shade Rice Milk and Cherry Blossom. I'm sorry, but how simply gorgeous is that? It smells, honestly, incredible. Again, it's got your rice milk and cherry blossom scent. Again, simplistic design, very elegant, beautiful for any room, any home, and it is the diffuser stick. So one thing I would say is really dip in the sticks, really work it into the product, turn it over, and again, allow the scent to completely add aroma to any room. And that, again, is featured in our advent calendar. Now, we're at the end. And thank you so much if you watched the whole way through this unboxing. If you've learned anything, please comment below. I would love to know. But just a quick recap of this year's Glossybox Advent Calendar. It's worth an impressive £624, contains 25 doors and 27 products, 19 full size, 8 deluxe size. And you as a subscriber can get exclusive discount when you subscribe today. So I highly recommend you head over to the Glossybox website, subscribe this month to get that exclusive discount and enjoy all the goodies delivered to your door within the next week. If you've got any questions about anything to do with the products for this year's Advent Calendar, please comment below. I'll be more than happy to go through any of them with you. But other than that, thank you so much for watching the whole way through this year's video, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much and happy shopping.